everybody. It's the coach here in Orlando. Getting you set for the... Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Madden.
All right, let's get it.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts offense ready here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with John Kelly. Dances by him. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Ryan. Got him in right side. It's Sharp. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. play fake, and it's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. They give him a gain of 38.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
He's got his man sharp, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, never takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
There we go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know what's going on in the hoop.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Spins away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. That's complete to Sharp. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In for the score. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Madden Legends heading back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's Newton. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
I'm not sure how many people remember, but Brian Urlacher played safety at the University of New Mexico and also ran back punts as well. And we just saw some of those DB skills right there on that one.
First ballot Hall of Famer. He had 22 picks in his career from his... And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. To throw on second down is Newton. He's letting it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. And what a big-time play there. 57 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Newton throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. A gain of 3, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
A give. This is Kellen. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brad Wing now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out now come the legends. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Oh, looks like it froze. What the hell? I'm gonna open it back up. Hold on. Wait for it to come back up. Look, it froze. Man, those solo challenges, those are harder than it was last year. It's crazy.
somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me.
Man, I gotta get up there. Oh, let's try this. I didn't even know I can play this right now. I didn't even know I.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
What's up? You got a mic?
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
When Tony Gonzalez makes catches, sometimes I feel bad, like it's almost routine. And that's really not what the deal is. This is a guy who has to work his way open on every play because he's such a featured guy. But he's also a guy that throughout his career, there's a little bit of a loyalty and a soft spot for Kansas City, his first team. When he went to Atlanta, did you know he kept his mouthpiece?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. He's got daylight. Past the 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown.
Let's get it.
So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Leopard! Detroit!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Mayfield on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vincent Valentine. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 3rd and long for Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Let's go.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Now Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's our visiting side with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Newton now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. J.J. Watt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you're defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. Make sure you're better blockers. Find those guys and get in that direction.
They go play action. Mayfield. And it's caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield as the first half is winding down, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Let's rock now. Here we go.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Out now come the Legends. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's letting it fly. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
No gain, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Newton flushed out right, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Michael Strahan. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hey.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Leopard!
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved down in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. The Browns are go for 2. Here's Mayfield. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
He's back to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Oh, now it starts glitching. Look at it.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And some room to work. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
What the?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
guess I'm starting another game. Man, that was quick. Quick.
Oh, all the bitches anxiety, cars rebided, we go retarded.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go with Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Sentinels offense here, set to go on a 1st and 10.
First carry for the Hall of Famer, Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Devin McCourty brings him down.
The tally on first down.
First carry of the game for Barry Sanders. His burst, his bounce, absolutely iconic. That guy moves in directions most people aren't able to do.
Career rushing yards are crazy, over 15,000, and the only player with 5 1,500-yard seasons. Just second down, Vic. This is cut into the end zone. And he'll get up near the 45 at the 44. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Vic operating on first down. And the tip there entered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud in the football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing again, Vic on second and 10. That's small. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Vic will look to throw on first down. On the slide, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. It'll be Vic once more again. This is Gronkowski. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down the line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try to run for Davis. And he is out in zone for a touchdown. Terrell Davis taking it in for the yard away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys who stay into that call. Side sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can have a play down.
He's taken down deep in their territory. Gurley. 44 yards on the ground. So Gurley gashes the defense. A lot of people say, when you take running backs early first round, you want them that high. Surely you're happy you took Todd Gurley that early.
Without a doubt, Dr. Seuss. I love the way that got done by you, but even better, it's fun to watch Todd Gurley run the football. He is electrifying.
I want you to know that I did not mean to do that. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a good tackle?
Here's Miller. Lamar, 10-yard touchdown. And the Madden Legends just an extra point away from grabbing the advantage. And they're able to get it in and started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Over again. Play fake on first down. Flush to his pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They can never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. It's third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up.
Third down.
For a loss. I think quarterback.
This is going to be incomplete.
No second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum. They force them into a
they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field
wing is on as he sends this one away.
They force them into a
this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Madden Legends heading back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He's going to walk to one deep left side here. And he knocks it back, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Gurley. Second down, this is Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he's going down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game for a second. That one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you break a big run on his own. Sometimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept caring about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me is balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now it's Gurley. Hand off for Gurley. He's going to take this one down about the 23-yard line. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On third down, they'll run with Gurley. Give him 3 yards there. That'll take us to fourth down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. Watch He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop in. It'll be a loss of about 8. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback around the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on. Was that called before the play? Or did they go into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they decide they go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Get right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Vic on second down. Quickly to Gronkowski. 5 yards on the play. There's a drive continues.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch, and put the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down throw coming for Vic. Trying for Brown. It's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. They will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
With all the good scouting that goes on in the league, you would think that someone would read up these stats like this one. Rod Woodson holds the NFL record for interception returns for touchdowns, 12 in his career. So why do you throw in these areas?
They're just lucky that he didn't return that one for a touchdown. Did get the pick, Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now, before the second down play, we'll get a whistle and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now it's here off the bootleg. Out to his left. And left side, here it's Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this in the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, throwing, it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it out of the way.
Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down. Newton. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the 13-time Corey Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll start on the ground. It's Jordan Davis. And a short gain here as he gets it up to about the 6. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Again, it's Davis in here. Davis. Absolutely no ways he's backed it before he could get out of the backfield. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set to return. This is Brandon Cook. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation.
Get your mic away from your speaker.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That looked okay. But now they get the separation that you just talked about. Change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Adjustment to the adjustment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Running game working on first down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 and a 7. That one good for 33 in the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs.
inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays, but they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Yep. No. I ain't no activist. I'm the protagonist. I don't go cabinet. I fly solo like one cup in the cabinet. The cabin's the cabinet. They trust me and landed it. They call me the advocate. They fly like an advocate. Boy meets world. Everybody's been savage. I just wanna really know how much it goes through that averages. I'm not no nice guy. I'm just a good guy. The bad guys should really stay on my good side. I smell my roses younger than the good die. The Illuminati couldn't see me with their good eye.
Out of the 48-yard line.
Knew he was gonna quit. He's sitting there doing that psychological warfare with that music the whole time. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go ahead and hang out with my fam. Go ahead and hit follow on Mixer. And if you catch me on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Peace.